What's up, everyone? It's Greg back with some more Heroic Expedition. Today we have Barton's letter and we have notes for the upcoming patch. Let's go ahead and go over these. We'll start with Barton's letter because that kind of leads into what you can expect in the patch notes. So we only have one item in the in working, which usually means it's going to come that week. And there was a request about adding a 3x button for the fights. You know what? I'll take it. For the ones that you can't skip, I guess the triple speed would be good. Maybe the bosses as well, just to kind of watch through those. So, you know what? I mean, I'm not going to be mad about it, but it's not really much to that. Then we have the in planning. And these are things that they are working on and may come in the next few weeks. And the suggestion was the weekly quest needs changing on the mirror and expedition just gets impossible the stronger you get. Even passing floor 1 isn't always going to happen, and the mirror is just a joke. So I definitely felt this way early on. Of course, I got to the point where now I can beat it pretty consistently. But it looks like they're talking about optimizing those quests. I mean, okay, not a big deal to me. You actually don't need to finish all of the quests, so it's not a big deal if you can't do one or two of them. I'm not sure, I guess very, very early on you'll struggle with expedition, but it really shouldn't be too long that is a huge struggle. So next we have the under consideration. We got Moby talking about the spirit stones. We've had a lot of discussion on that in the Discord. A lot of people upset on the rates of those. If it's RNG, I mean it's RNG, but the way they people are getting them is pretty crazy. I mean, it's pretty nuts to go like a full week without getting spirit stones or longer. So they are, considering these things here. We also have the request about friend assist. I mean, a lot of games have that. I don't know what that seems like probably a more difficult change to make, unless they maybe you can just borrow one of their heroes or something. But I mean, I don't picture them having you pulling 6 heroes into a fight because now you can bring in a friend. That seems a little more complex. Versus, I mean, I got to be honest with you guys. This 3x button, I guarantee you took 5 minutes. I mean, I'm a developer. I know exactly what the deal is. That's a very configurable option. Should be a very configurable option. Pressing that button one more time to get a 3x and set the speed is not a big deal. Then we have not in planning. People are asking for a skip button, I guess, before you even start the battle, which I understand the load screens, but you got to look at it this way, guys. I mean, the devs, they need people in game time. They would need that game time up. They're not gonna. I can see kind of slowing people down with that a little bit. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, it is what it is. Especially with the way they design the game, there's no energy, so that doesn't make sense to have a really quick way to do battles because a lot of these levels we're stuck on, we're just retrying over and over and over again. And if I didn't have to load it up, then I mean I could probably just I could retry even faster, and that is a little ridiculous if you don't have a energy limiting you. So I definitely see why that feature is like that. I don't see any reason why they would need to change that. That being said, I would like to be able to skip those the final boss levels of the adventures, just to do the retries. But I mean, I get it. It is what it is. All right, so these are just the text versions of the notes. Let's switch over to the new update coming this week. Now, I know a lot of people are upset, but we gotta look at it this way. We've got 2 new game modes in the first month. That's new content. I wasn't expecting new content at this point. If anything, maybe they open up one of the next stage of now I can't even remember the name of it. The new mode they added where we had the Molten Cavern. Maybe the next stage of that. But in terms of actual new piece of content, I wasn't expecting that. But what I was expecting, this is the 1 month anniversary of the game, and that's a big deal. I was expecting some events, and I would expect to have had previews for those events. I mean, we had a preview for the Cloud Top event, which wasn't much of anything. And this week we've heard nothing, and there is nothing in the patch notes. So let's go over what we are getting this week. In the game update, we have a new feature. We added a cherry tree, daisy, and slate path to the construction store. Yay! I mean, I know some people are on here like dressing up their manor and stuff. That's cool, but at this stage of the game, that's the least of people's worries. But if you're enjoying that update, more power to you. I think maybe one day I'll probably do a live stream where I work on my manor. My manor just sucks right now, and maybe we'll try to organize that a little bit, make it a little more efficient. All right, experience optimization. So we have optimized the controlling skill effects of some monsters in order to provide you with a better game experience. What does this mean? You know what? I honestly don't know. I can venture a guess, and there's been a lot of talk in Discord about some different heroes that are not working correctly, not hitting the correct, maybe like the lowest HP, or some of the enemies on the levels not doing what their skills say. So, and there's also a lot of talk around debuffs and some debuffs not working correctly, which we don't know what the calculations are behind the scenes. I mean, you have to take into account control rate and control resistance. You can resist debuffs, so there's a lot of RNG to that as well, so you don't really know for sure if it's actually bugged. But either way, they said they're optimizing it. It'd be nice to have a little bit more detail on what they're doing, especially if they're fixing certain characters. But that's all we got. Now, number 2, after clearing adventure stage 1550 is when you can unlock triple speed. Okay, no big deal. Beat 1550 and you get your triple speed. Locked heroes can now be displayed in Genesis Midgard. Okay, that's nice. I don't actually lock any characters. I don't really see any need to lock any characters. It'd be pretty hard to screw something up. I mean, the quick ascend is a very nice feature. Takes care of your 5 stars. I mean, that's easy stuff. I guess you can fat finger, ascending and leveling up and stuff, but I haven't done it yet, and I've done quite a bit in the Midgard. So it is what it is. I mean, if that's something that's helping you, more power to you. Number 4, optimize task jumping in the Tower of Trials. Task jumping. My guess on this is that it's an easy way to get to the next stage after you beat a stage. Similar to how the adventure works, where you can do next instead of going back to the main screen and then hitting another button. Maybe that'll help you get through it a little bit quicker. The speed to me doesn't really matter at this point because we're limited to 10 floors. So I didn't see that as being an issue, but someone obviously wanted to optimize that, so that's cool. And that is it. That is all we're getting for the update this week. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not sponsored or anything like that. I'm not doing this. I'm doing this for my own enjoyment. I enjoy the game. I like sharing some content with you guys and interacting with everyone. So I'm gonna share my honest opinion. And as of right now, I'm a little disappointed. If they have something up their sleeve that they're gonna pull out tomorrow, great. But I feel like if there was some kind of event coming, we would have had some kind of preview for it. And based on some of the discussions in Discord, it doesn't sound like there's anything coming. Definitely nothing coming this week. So I don't know if that means there's something next week or how long it's going to be. But it really kind of sucks, especially 1 month into the game. It definitely feels like a bit of a cop-out on this update. It feels like the amount we're hearing from DH Games is kind of getting lower and lower. Almost as if they're kind of, this game's going to end up going out with the wash like some of their other games. I really hope that's not the case, but I'm going to stick around for a while. I mean, I do enjoy the game. It's not helpful that the game is getting more inactive, from trying to start a channel based on this game. So that part sucks, but you know what? I'm just doing it for fun, and I'm enjoying it. So I'll still be around. Remember, I'm going to live stream tomorrow at the reset time. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you have notifications turned on to see when I pop up online. It's going to be around 7 to 8. I'll be getting on somewhere between 7 and 8 or 7 and 9 Central Time in the United States. That's CST, I believe. if you want to look it up. So that's Friday between 7 and 9 CST. I will be going live, and we're going to go through my daily routine and, you know, fight some bosses and things like that. And then I'll be there to answer any questions. We can have some discussions, maybe some theory crafting, and go from there. Like I said, I am a little bit disappointed with the update this week, but I'm not going anywhere. I still like the game. Obviously, I play a little bit less now because there's not as much to do. And that also hurts in terms of making content, but it is what it is. I will keep on trucking, and I will see you guys tomorrow on the live stream. Thank you all for all the support, and I'll catch you in the next one.